I mean, there's
So what
a
about
lot
the
of
markets?
long-term leaps. Yeah, just about to go in Nvidia.
Yeah, and I mean Nvidia with the Nasdaq dropping 3% yesterday, the S&P down 2%. The Nasdaq, this was the worst start for the Nasdaq since 2002. The worst start for the Nasdaq in September since 2002. The worst start in 21 years.
Literally, I mean, I'm really leading the charge. Nvidia, the biggest market cap loss for a single stock ever
in U.S. history. Yes.
Ever. U.S. history, $280 billion.
Almost $300 billion wiped out.
Meta was
February. 1 day.
I remember Meta, too, when it sold off. It was like February or I think pretty sure February 2022. It was like 230 something billion.
Oh, yeah.
When Meta, remember when Meta really went down?
Like, I think it was an earnings sell-off, if I'm not mistaken. They got smacked up.
So, I mean, that's just crazy, and that kind of led the charge, but it's
then look,
it's still held up even we're above that August 5th, though, sell-off, you know?
I mean,
so
I kind of told you, I mean, what I've been saying for the past few weeks. I'm like, hey, after earnings, it's going to pull back 5-10%.
Yep.
What did it pull back? 10%.
Yeah.
I'm not I'm not a genius of any sorts. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. That's to be determined. But when you're trading different financial instruments for so many years and stuff like that, you kind of build like a feng shui, and you kind of built like repetition into certain names and certain styles in the market. And I just kind of looked at Nvidia and was like, hey, it's probably going to sell off and come down to this 110, 115 area. And that's exactly where it's at. So, we got some NVDL calls for Friday because we couldn't help it. And if you have been playing the NVDL calls or puts, as I've been calling them on Wednesdays, you have a pretty nice return every week. So
even like the long-term leaps, I got in a little bit more. Today I've just still got the long-term faith. I think that delay in Blackwell and, on top of the antitrust that they put out after the bells with like double.
Man, like when I see the antitrust, right? Down. Like when I see the antitrust lawsuits and stuff like that, or just like the probes going on into big companies, it's like you're, for some reason this administration wants to penalize companies that are very successful. So they're like, oh, Nvidia has like a pure monopoly.
Like now you're extremely dominant, so it's like now we're gonna penalize you for just making a great product and being extremely dominant.
Like being the industry leader, you have to get penalized in this country under this administration.
You can't. I guess it's like a certain level where they're like you could be like just right here and you're okay,
Yeah. So,
but it's like where does it stop?
I mean, from what the words of Jim Cramer says, he's like Nvidia has like 90% of the market. What are they supposed to do? Not deliver all the chips to these big companies that are ordering the Blackwell chips?
Literally.
Do they sabotage the business to satisfy the antitrust people at the Department of Justice? Like, is that what they have to do?
Literally.
Like, I don't think they need to do that. Like, if a company is dominant in their field or dominant in anything that they're doing, like, let them be great.
Right.
Let them be great.
Or hey, that should
like,
be more motivation for other people.
Make them great again.
Yeah, literally. Or in Nvidia's case, continue to be great. Right?
Yeah, like continue.
I mean, here's what they're saying too. I mean, making it difficult to switch to other suppliers. This is the San Francisco DOJ, which everybody can have their own opinion about.
Like
that.
They can't clean up downtown, but they want to
clean up Nvidia.
They want to clean up Nvidia
like crazy.
Can't clean up
their
downtown.
Acquisition of Run AI in April. Concerns about penalizing buyers who don't exclusively use Nvidia and preferential supply and pricing for exclusive customers. I mean, we're going to get angry at you because people are spending a lot of money with you and you're giving them a lower price. How is it like?
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't. So I think there's, I don't think they have any misuse. I think, like all these big things, all these government agencies, they want to just put things out there so they can try to get money and then, they can wash it away.
It's a dominant company.
Yeah.
Like, what do you expect from a great company? To not be dominant? Like, no. I'm going to be great to a certain point. And then when I get there, I don't want to be great anymore. I just want to stop right there.
I mean, this is, it's just a great time to buy for most of us, put some leaps in or just keep buying shares. Like, what are you going to just keep going down?
I think the antitrust probe from the San Francisco office is a joke.
Yeah.
I think they should focus on cleaning up downtown before they try to clean up Nvidia.
I think that's the quote of the day for them, at least.
Freaking joke.
I mean,
So look at this. S&P 500, worst start for September since 2015. So the worst
Yeah,
start
it's
in
crazy.
9 years for the S&P 500 in the beginning of September.
That's really getting rocky, right?
Yeah, I mean it's really getting rocky. To quote somebody, Rich Ross from Evercore stated that the S&P 500 has had at least a 5% drawdown from the August and September highs in 9 of the 10 last years. So in the last 10 years, 9 years out of the 10 years, the S&P 500 has drawn down 5%.
It's safe to say, like, it's just at that time of the year. At least the
I
past
said
decade,
August,
but it's
September.
always,
You know, August, September. They're always gonna give you the foot up the. You know what I mean? It's just how it goes.
Even something else I found that September's been the biggest percentage loser for the S&P 500 since 1950, according to the Stock Traders Almanac. So it's gonna go down this month. It's just like, how much is it gonna go? You know.
Yeah. I mean,
did it already go?
I can see the S&P 500 going below 5,300. I know it's gonna go below.
It's at like what, 55 now, right?
Yeah, it's at 55.
Yeah,
Like I can
55.
see it going below 5,300, which is about 4% drawdown from here.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
then-
It got smacked yesterday, so you got to count that 1 or 2%, right? And then
Yeah.
additional 4%. I mean, hey, August and September is traditionally rocky months, and the volatility is gonna kick in. You'll probably see the VIX over 30 again. Maybe it gets up over 40. Who knows? Probably, maybe. But like, there's definitely gonna be some sell-offs going on. I wouldn't be surprised if the sell-off intensifies this week or going into next week, but there's definitely going to be some downturn in September.
I mean, at least
sure.
until, when the expected rate cut is supposed to come, that'll be even more just
I mean,
and down.
honestly,
We don't
I
know,
think
you know?
don't quote me on it. Don't quote me on it. But I think when that rate cut comes, you're going to see the market sell off because I think the rate cut is already priced into the market.
Yeah.
Or is about to get priced into the market. Either way, I think it comes.
That's going to
down.
be like middle of September, so we'll kind of
Like
see
I think
till
the
then.
market comes down as soon as he announced the rate cut, boop, and then people are gonna come in and buy it up.
And then it'll just kind of
Yeah.
probably go up from there. But
Like these
the
next-
market moves in waves, so it's always
Yep. Like I would say over the next 4 to 6 weeks, probably be great buying opportunities. Probably be some really good stuff that'll get discounted. Supermicro got clapped again, down to 430.
crazy.
You know, crazy. Like they're having those accounting issues, but they're dragging it a little bit.
An analyst came out and said, I don't believe that they're messing up their books, essentially. So I think there's mixed opinions about it, but it's still
Yeah.
a stock that's
No,
on
no,
like
no,
a
I
pretty
think-
crazy premium.
Yeah, like I think someone made a mistake over there, and what they did was speak out loud about it.
Yeah. And everyone's like,
Yeah,
oh my God.
Yeah, like you spoke out loud about it in the August, September month where people sell off stuff. So it's like that stock has, I mean, it's oversold. It's clearly oversold.
And I think, too, even with NVIDIA's earnings, something that came on CNBC, NVIDIA's down 15% in the past 5 days. But with their earnings in particular,
Short-term calls.
yeah, short-term calls, they ended the earnings for the current fiscal year, or, the guidance, February 2025 is supposed to be up 120%. Then next year, February 26 is supposed to only be up 41%. Still better than everyone in the Mag 7, but yet that difference and the guidance is like,
You know me, I'm waiting for Tesla to crack that 250.
yeah.
I'm waiting.
I mean, hey, it's a great time to buy, honestly. If you're like, we're not in it to just be like, okay, what's going on right now?
No,
Like-
we're in it to all the way. We're gonna take it all the way. I'm gonna take it all the
I'm
way
in
until
NVIDIA
I'm old,
leaps, yeah.
or it starts getting
I'm in the leaps for like
beat.
till December 26th, so that's how I'm playing it. I'm just, you know what?
Oh, I mean,
I think it's
according to
gonna go.
analysts, they say it's supposed to be a fireworks show in the
yeah,
first quarter,
yeah,
right?
that was CNBC Pro article,
fireworks, man.
So that's why, like,
once
now
they
it's-
start delivering those Blackwell chips,
It's over.
It's a wrap.
Well, now you know how the market likes to do. They're gonna shake all the little guys out. They're gonna shake all the people that are like, well, man, like NVIDIA probably really don't got it,
Oh no,
and
no.
everyone's-
I mean, like whoever's scared is gonna get shaken out.
Yeah,
And
without a
whoever's
doubt.
smart or has been around for a little bit, gonna start buying into it.
Yeah.
And chances are, if the market really takes a beating over the next month, like the market will probably rally for the rest of the year.
I could see it, like you said, like the rate cut coming, going down, and then just boom.
Yeah, like if you think that we're gonna have a recession while they're cutting rates, is like, I don't think you understand rates, because I just don't see the recession coming at all.
If that does happen, which more than likely it's happening.
when you cut interest rates, what does that mean? Like, that means lower credit card interest rates, lower mortgage rates, lower car loan rates.
Which means people could take,
just lower
people
rates,
are going to spend more money, so why would there be a recession?
Lower personal loan rates, just lower rates. So, I personally rather have a low rate environment. I
think you and, majority of Americans.
Yeah, majority of people like majority of people want to make more money.